Happiness is a complex and often misunderstood concept. This exploration aims to clarify common misconceptions about happiness, including the idea of constant happiness and its relationship with negative emotions.
We will also delve into hedonic adaptation, post-traumatic growth, quick mental recharge, and the brain's responses to happiness and illusion, challenging the widespread belief that happiness is merely an illusion.
By dispelling misconceptions and understanding the nature of this elusive emotion known as happiness, we can better understand its impact on our well-being.
Part 1. Misconceptions about happiness.
Permanent state. One common misconception is that happiness should be constant and unchanging. In reality, happiness is an emotion that naturally fluctuates over time, and it's normal to experience a range of positive and negative emotions.
Absence of negative emotions. Happiness is not the absence of negative emotions, but the ability to manage them effectively. Negative emotions serve as a signal of a need for change or addressing problems. Acknowledging and processing negative emotions can lead to greater overall well-being.
Paradox of choice theory. Too many choices can lead to dissatisfaction and indecision. Excessive options can increase anxiety and regret, making it essential to balance choice and simplicity for optimal well-being.
Loneliness and isolation. It is a common misconception that loneliness and isolation can lead to happiness. In reality, they can result in negative psychological consequences, including depression and anxiety. Healthy relationships and social connections can provide emotional support, companionship, a sense of belonging, and opportunities for personal growth.
Part 2. Hedonic adaptation is a psychological phenomenon that refers to the tendency of humans to adapt to changes in their life circumstances, regardless of whether those changes are positive or negative. The overall satisfaction tends to revert to a baseline level over time.
Hedonic adaptation and pursuing goals. People usually adapt to achieving goals, but setting and working toward meaningful goals is integral to personal growth and fulfillment. The key is to recognize that pursuing goals should be balanced with an understanding that the resulting happiness may be temporary.
Strategies to counteract hedonic adaptation. While hedonic adaptation is a natural psychological process, individuals can employ strategies to counteract its effects by expressing gratitude, nurturing positive relationships, participating in meaningful activities, and pursuing personal growth.
Part 3.
Post-traumatic growth, PTG, is a psychological phenomenon that refers to positive psychological changes and personal growth resulting from experiencing and coping with significant adversity or trauma. Post-traumatic growth was introduced by psychologists Richard Tedeschi and Lawrence Calhoun in the mid-1990s
Post-traumatic growth helps individuals to become more resilient and empowered, allowing them to face challenges confidently. It fosters gratitude and a deeper understanding of life's impermanence, enriching everyday experiences. Additionally, post-traumatic growth encourages a heightened sense of purpose and motivation for personal growth, using trauma as a catalyst for positive transformation.
Remember, post-traumatic growth does not negate the pain and suffering associated with traumatic experiences. Instead, it represents a process by which individuals navigate and make sense of their trauma, ultimately emerging with newfound strengths and positive life changes.
Part 4. Quick mental recharge. Stepping away from a problem can sometimes lead to better problem solving. Engaging in activities that bring joy reduces stress, stabilizes emotions, and recharges your mental energies. Your mind may continue to work on the issue in the background, and when you return to it with a fresh perspective, you may find new solutions or insights. Remember, walking away from a problem can provide only short-term relief from negative emotions. Addressing and resolving the issue is necessary for long-term happiness and well-being.
Part 5. Brain response to happiness and illusion. The brain responds by activating the reward system and releasing neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. It creates feelings of pleasure and well-being. The prefrontal cortex interprets and processes these positive emotions, while oxytocin enhances social bonding and connection. Happiness reduces stress and positively changes the brain's neural pathways over time.
Both happiness and illusion have distinct neural processes. Happiness involves the reward system, the release of pleasure-related neurotransmitters, and the prefrontal cortex's regulation. In contrast, illusion primarily engages sensory regions and requires the brain to resolve conflicts in perception and interpretation. While some illusions can induce positive emotions, their neural processing remains separate from happiness.
Conclusion: happiness is not a constant state, but rather a dynamic interplay of experiencing frequent positive emotions, characterized by joy, contentment, and life satisfaction, including the ability to manage negativity effectively.
Now, before you go, we thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon for our latest releases. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more insightful lifestyle charisma productions in the future.